Hello, everyone. I'm going to talk about another symptom of borderline personality disorder, and that symptom is, here, I'm just going to read it. It says, frantic efforts to avoid real or imagined abandonment. Note, do not include suicidal or self-mutilating behavior covered in Criterion 5. So, what all of that mumbo jumbo means is that first of all I got that from the DSM, which is kind of what was explained to me is kind of like the psychiatrist's Bible and kind of how they diagnose whatever disorder or whatever it is that you're suffering from. I am not a therapist, I'm not a psychiatrist. I only know about borderline personality disorder and the things that I have read and through the education that is my therapy, and which is dialectical behavioral therapy is what I am using right now, or attending, I should say. But anyway, so that's kind of digressing from the point of this video, and so I just want to talk about real or imagined abandonment and how much it drives personally my borderline personality disorder is actually one of the number one symptoms that got me my diagnosis because it was so um, relevant and just kind of glaringly obvious that it's a problem in my life. So I will just give some real world, what the hell am I saying? Real life examples of my real and imagined abandonment. So, for example, if somebody calls me and is like, hey, do you want to hang out later today? Let's say 5 o'clock. And I'm like, sure, let's meet at 5 o'clock at my place. And then something comes up in their world and they'll be like, okay, they'll text or something. And they'll be like, okay, I have this going on and I won't be there until 6. I automatically feel abandoned and feel like I did something wrong and that they're coming up with excuses to not hang out with me. And I get this horrible feeling in my chest and this empty feeling in my stomach, and I feel like my body has turned into a million little pieces and it's running out the door. And I know that that sounds psychotic, because it kind of feels psychotic at the time. I won't even lie. And so you can imagine like how that will get in your way in the world, because people are just innocently going about their day and then you're accusing them of abandoning you. And so with that issue of abandonment comes constant need for validation. And in my relationships up until now, I do not know how people have dealt with me because I need constant validation. Like when I'm in a relationship with a boyfriend, I can't believe I'm being this honest with people I don't even know, but here we go. Hope it helps all of you. So when I'm in a relationship with a boy, like I'll be like, do you love me? Do you need me? Like, is there something I'm doing wrong? Like, just any time there's any slight change in their personality or their mood for that day, I just automatically think that they're about to abandon me and leave. And I need constant reassurance that they're not going to. And if I think that all of a sudden they are leaving, I become really rational and do really rational things trying to keep them there. Or like I'll constantly be like a 5-year-old and be like, oh, how about this? Let's talk about this. Or, oh, do you want to stay? Or, oh, I could make you dinner. And I start like, um, what's the word? Like I start bargaining with people to stay because it's so hard for me to be alone. And I've lived alone for 2 years now, and that's a little difficult for me. And I find myself calling people and just going out on unneeded occasions because I can't handle being alone. And um in romantic relationships, I constantly need them to hold me and tell me that they love me and tell me that I'm pretty and tell me that they'll stay. And you can imagine how exhausting that is for someone that is dating you or me in my case. So I could go on quite a bit with the abandonment issues and how real they feel and how I feel like I'm just going to be alone forever because of something I did and need constant reassurance. And it's really just because there's this feeling inside of me constantly that's just empty and it needs to be filled. And we'll get to more symptoms that kind of stem from that feeling. But I hope this helped in solidifying exactly what that symptom feels like, because I know reading it, especially the part where they say real or imagined abandonment, can be kind of hard to interpret from someone. It makes it sound like the person is psychotic and imagining things, and they're not. And that's like where that example came in, where the person calls an hour later and or to say that they're going to be like an hour late or something, and I think that they're abandoning me, and that's where it's imagined. Like, it's not like I just made this up that they're leaving or something. Like, it's that I think I'm getting anxiety just talking about this. But it's just that they're it's imagined that now that they're leaving when it's just like normal everyday life. But so that's about as far as I think I can explain that at this point. If I think of anything else, I will talk about it in other videos. But to my only viewer, thank you, and I will post more videos soon. Bye.